Over the next 15 years, climate change, population growth, and shortages of resources could potentially cause detrimental impacts on how, where, when, and even if people will travel. But not in this world. In 2025, the tourism industry will be booming. The world's economy will have survived the 2008 global financial crisis, and natural disaster prediction and management technologies will have greatly improved. Let's take a look at Queensland's tropical north and see how the tourism industry looks in 2025. The Great Barrier Reef is one of Australia's most iconic tourism destinations. Containing almost half of the world's coral reefs, it extends over 2,000 kilometres along the northeast coast of the continent. As one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, the reef is an important economic, social and natural resource for tourism in Queensland. The global economy in 2025 has successfully survived the 2008 global financial crisis and has grown dramatically. The economic power has significantly shifted as new powerful nations, China and India, rise to be the largest economies worldwide. The prosperous economic conditions increase the number of Chinese and Indian people with high disposable incomes, meaning that more than double the amount of tourists are flocking to the reef than just 10 years ago in 2015. Apart from leisure tourists, business travel is a major contributor to tourism in 2025. This is due to the trade agreements between Australia, China and India. Building conference facilities is a priority of many hotels, as well as providing 5-star luxury for leisure tourists and living apartments for employees who have migrated to the region. By 2025, Cairns is a popular tourism hub and has earned the reputation of Australia's new world city. It is the fastest growing city in Australia. The expansion of Cairns International Airport sees more planes arriving and departing than any other airport in Australia. The newly constructed SkyTrain connects the airport to the CBD, as well as many other tourist destinations, such as prestigious shopping outlets, rooftop terraces with gardens, bars and restaurants, as well as a number of theme parks. As well as booming economies and trade agreements, implications caused by climate change have positively impacted on tourism numbers to the region. Competition from other tropical destinations has been reduced. This is due to the sinking of the Maldives from rising sea levels caused by global warming. Due to an increased ability to anticipate and manage natural disasters, potential catastrophic threats are minimised. Therefore, North Queensland is not only the hub of the World Heritage Tourism hotspot, the Great Barrier Reef, but also Australia's agricultural farming industry. The agricultural sector in Queensland has become an important income for the country's GDP. The tourism sector along the Great Barrier Reef depends on a healthy reef ecosystem. Natural management in disaster is vital for the industry's survival. The World Tourism Organization has commended and acknowledged climate change initiatives and technological advancements in decreasing coral bleaching. At the start of the 21st century, low tides and sun exposure stripped coral from their algae, causing them to become bleached and stressed. In 2025, negative impacts to the reef are minimal and the reef is flourishing with rich marine flora and fauna. Shipping channels in 2010 saw over 30,000 ships cross the reef every year, with groundings occurring frequently up and down the coast. In 2020, ballast waste restrictions are tightened and monitored by the Marine Coast Guard to prevent toxins leaking into the reef. In 2025, the inner shipping route is closed to prevent the risk of grounding and toxic waste leaks from destroying the reef. A cap has also been put on trading ships, allowing only 15,000 of the previous 30,000 to pass through the reef each year. In 2005, Ecotourism Australia introduced a certification scheme called Eco Program version 3, and by 2025, 95% of tour operators practice ecotourism on the Great Barrier Reef. Petrol-powered boats are no longer used on tours, with sailing trips being the most popular activity, and larger vessels are now powered electronically via many solar panels. In 2025, visitors to the reef can stay in an array of eco-friendly resorts that generate their own power and dispose of their waste organically. Guests even have the option to stay in a treehouse bungalow or glam. Many of the resorts run their own volunteer programs, and guests can help plant trees around the area or help with research and conservation projects involving the many animals that live on the reef. Some of the countless eco-friendly activities available include snorkeling, diving, sailing, kayaking, ziplining, hiking, whitewater rafting and abseiling. In 2025, Chinese and Indian tourists visiting tropical North Queensland, the Great Barrier Reef and Cairns will experience a unique and memorable holiday. The trends outlined in this scenario, caused by booming economies and managed natural disasters, will provoke debate and highlight opportunities for the Great Barrier Reef's tourism industry. It is recommended that tourism operators take advantage of these trends, however, remain focused on responsible tourism practices and ecotourism initiatives to ensure the reef can be enjoyed for many generations to come.